Hey everybody, Rachel Teedy here with your evening update on this September 14th. And we do want to start with breaking news. A federal judge is convicting singer R. Kelly on multiple counts, but acquitted him of rigging his 2008 child pornography trial. This news coming to us just in the last half hour or so. Kelly was facing 13 charges, including producing child porn and enticing a minor for sex. This means decades could be added to his 30-year prison sentence that he's already serving for racketeering and sex trafficking. So that is breaking news coming from our newsroom. Second of all, there are several local districts who are warning teachers and parents about an app tonight, and it's called Seesaw. And the issue is that parents were getting messages that included graphic photos or a link to the photo. A mom sat down with NewsChannel 13, told us the whole thing has been a complete nightmare. The Troy School District sent out Facebook warnings as soon as they were aware of this hack. It's a problem across the nation. So tonight we're going to take a closer look at that hack, what local districts are saying tonight, plus what the company is saying about fixing this whole thing entirely. Amtrak services might be suspended or canceled for a pending strike. This is from potential freight rail workers, and the company is closely monitoring this whole situation. This has to do with contract negotiations with the employees. They don't directly involve Amtrak or their workforce, but it could still impact the trains and their routes. Cancellations start on Tuesday, and now only trains that have enough time to reach their final destination by 12:01 on Friday will be running. This only impacts a small number of Northeast regional departures, but customers across the country, if it's part of a larger trip cross country, it could definitely impact you still. Customers impacted can change their reservation through the end of October or get a full refund without cancellations. Well, there are local Amtrak routes that were suspended earlier this summer because of the whole central warehouse situation, and that is still an ongoing saga. The warehouse is now considered a significant public hazard, and even more issues could happen if the proper repairs are not made. We got new documents pertaining to this today, and the city's building director says that they, the city, will have to do the repairs themselves if the owner, Evan Blum, doesn't step up and do it. The city has already made emergency repairs, which they detailed in an 18-page report that we got today. Several of these repairs must be done by Friday, but there are other deadlines set up in October, November, and December. Well, let me bring in Reid back now because he talked to me whether they'll need to keep an eye on. And I'm liking, we were talking about the 60s yesterday. Yeah. Is that still part of the forecast?
60 still part of the forecast, and
Nice.
I know I got something here you are going to appreciate. So I'm gonna keep this in here, and you'll know when you see it. So.
Okay.
It's a beautiful evening outside, 72 degrees, a little bit more cloud cover coming in up in Lake George right now, but we are still continuing to steadily cool down at the current moment in time. The only thing that we're watching for is a spotty shower or two. We actually have a cold front that's coming through the region, hence why temperatures in the 60s. Our forecast. And so we are seeing a few showers, spotty in nature, but relatively off to our north in the Adirondacks. You see northern Warren County and part of southern Hamilton County seeing some light rain. The rest of us are in the clear. So a spotty shower possible, especially for areas to the north at the moment as that cold front comes through. We anticipate those showers to break apart as they push further into our region. So first thing tomorrow morning, watch for some patchy fog again. We'll use the low beams and be at the ready as dew points and temperatures will be pretty close to start off for the day. Temperatures sitting right around 50, higher elevations in the 40s to start off. So as you send the kids out the door for school, make sure they have at least a jacket with them. I know some of them would like that. But by the time they're heading home, cooler, highs only in the 60s. A lot of sunshine for the day tomorrow, too. A little breezy at points with wind gusts of around 15 to 20 miles per hour through the course of the day. But still a great day to get outside. And, oh, look at this foliage map we got in here. I Love New York released its first foliage map of the season for us here. And as someone who went up to the Adirondacks this past weekend, it is true, starting to see the leaves change over a little bit more in our higher elevations of the Adirondacks and Catskills. Not so much in the capital region just yet, but we know that'll be coming fairly soon for us here. We'll show you the low temperature trend because in order to get the leaves to change, we need some very cool nights. And you can see Thursday night, Friday night, where we'll get there. Saturday, not quite. But we still have a lot more foliage season to get to before we can get those really bright colors that you need to see at peak foliage season. Tonight, 50, few clouds, pleasantly cool for us for the day. Tomorrow, 68. Mainly sunny for most of us, but a couple spots seeing a mix of sun and clouds. It's breezy and cooler. And then look at the 7-day planner. Friday up to 70 and sunny. Saturday partly sunny, 76. 79 on Sunday, 78 on Monday. Both days showing scattered showers and thunderstorms. Tuesday, Wednesday right now looking dry with temperatures towards the mid to upper 70s and then back up into low 80s by Wednesday.
I do welcome the return of the 80s. If we could keep this temperature profile all year long, it would just be chef's kiss. It'd be perfect.
You can't have it both ways, Rachel. If you want the nice foliage colors, it needs to be cooler.
I want the foliage, but I also want the opportunity to be able to go to summer whenever I would like without actually having to travel far. So if you could work on that.
Yeah, I got you. I'll try to think of a spot for you. Yep.
Awesome. Great.
Yep.
Well, thank you, Reid. We have one last story to cover here, and it has to do with the Albany International Airport getting a bunch of money to do some upgrades. And you can see the renderings on your screen right now. The Albany Airport is receiving a portion of $230 million that they hope to use to revamp 9 different upstate New York airports. So Albany Airport gave us this first look at how they plan to use $60 million in funding, the whole project going to cost $100 million, the gap being filled by federal funds. The walkway will be transformed into an expansion of the terminal with a more modern look to it. And there will be more space for the security checkpoint, which hopes to improve passenger flow. And they did say that all of this plans to be wrapped up within 2 years or so. So remains to be seen if that actually happens. If there are delays, of course, we'll keep you updated here on air and online. But for now, thank you so much for watching tonight. We do have a lot of stories that we're covering and digging into further tonight. That Seesaw warning when it comes to that app that parents are complaining about, some graphic images being sent out and schools warning people about that tonight. Amtrak canceling routes because of a potential strike. And then the Central Warehouse update, new documents that we have tonight that Tessa Bintulin has been digging in all evening long. So closer look at all of those tonight, and I will see you at 9 and 11.